Hello everybody, Hardcore Ninja here with another SFML side-scroller game engine tutorial. Alright, so in the last video, we were here, and we started making our little level, and one of the issues we're having was that I think this is just me not knowing how to use Photoshop, getting this little line here, and I figured out how to get rid of it, number one. Number two, I found a free way for everyone to resize these assets that doesn't require Photoshop. Okay, so I'd like to show that to you. Okay, so this is a app called Resize.app, and I found it just by going to resize PNG and resample, and I don't know, but you just resize app, resize. Yeah, it's not the first. All right, here we go. Resize app. Is that at the very top here? And yeah, and that's about it. But anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to use resize app, and also I think 4x is a little bit too much, especially with this. It's just the images start getting blurry, so let's change it to 3x, and I think we'll be good there. All right, so in addition to this, you'll have to download GIMP, and GIMP is like a free Photoshop. It's an open source Photoshop, so download this. And we should be good to go. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and extract this. Okay, where did it go? Extract you. What the heck? How come I don't see this? Where is this? Huh, that's weird. I don't see that. Where is it? I don't see it. So it exists, but it's just weird. Anyway, okay, so I unzip the thing. And actually, how about this is kind of freaking me out. I don't like this. So I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to do this again. That's so weird. That's weird. I don't know why this is showing up. That's so strange. But anyway, all right. So we're gonna go to here, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into GIMP. We're gonna go into GIMP. We're gonna put our background in here, and then we're gonna put in this background too. And then we're gonna go to save this desktop. And we'll make a new folder in here, call it GIMP. Save this as the background one. And then we will export this as well. And our GIMP folder here, create a new folder, call this merged assets. Export. Awesome. So now we have this GIMP, now we have this merged assets, beautiful. And then we'll create another project in GIMP. And we'll take the water, and then we'll take this, and then we'll do save as GIMP. Say this as foreground. Okay, and we will export this in the merged assets. It's the foreground PNG. Export. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna take this off. And then we got the foreground, we got that. All right, then we'll go back here. Then we'll do new folder, assets, times 3. Going to multiply these 300%. All right, so then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to merge assets, grab your background, throw it in here. You're gonna go change this to percentage and increase it by 300%. And then take this optimize and pull it all the way up. You know what? I don't think 400% looks that bad. Let's all right, I'll make it 400%. We'll just keep it the way it was. I mean, I don't see much of a resolution difference. I don't see much of a resolution. All right, so you blow it back up to 400. That's fine. What if we were to do 500? All right, I think 400 is going to be good. All right. So now we're back at the same resolution. So we'll do save image, but we'll do it in here. Save it in here. Okay. Now I'll take the foreground, go to percentage, change this to 400, and take the optimize and put it all the way up. That's the foreground. Okay, cool. And now we'll change this to assets times 4. Okay. And now these should be at the original, 960. Yeah, 96 by 640. And if you go to our graph, this is what we originally had. 960 by 640. Okay, great. Okay, so what we're going to do is first take this, copy, go into here, go into resources, images, background, and just delete that one and then paste. Go back to images, foreground, delete this one, and then I guess I gotta use this. GIMP size 4. Copy this one. Side scroller, resources, images, foreground, and paste it in here. Okay. Okay, and that alone. See, now those lines have been removed. So that was just a matter of me being awful at Photoshop. Okay. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to go into here, desktop, because I don't know why it's not appearing on my desktop. That's pretty ridiculous. All right. If we go over here, we're going to go back to here. And we're going to get the tile set and throw that into here as well. And by percentage, and then we're going to blow this up by 400% as well. Pull the optimize, bring that all the way up, and then save image as GIMP. Okay, this will be the tile set. Right now, in the side scroller, resources, images, tile set, we want to delete this one. And we would want to grab this one, copy, images, tile set. Okay, fantastic. All right, now if we run this. Okay, great. And this is a little bit better. Now, this guy's tiles are not perfect. Like, I'm not sure if you can see, but there's some coloration. It's like grabbing a little bit of this thing over here. But I figured out some ring arounds to kind of help us hide that a little bit. Okay. But I don't think these tiles are cut perfectly, but they will work for our purpose. Another thing that I thought was really cool about this guy's design is that he kept everything in the size of the background, and he just has doors that when you intersect with the doors, they push the next part of the level or the tile map. So if you see here, he goes over here. See, so he's pushing this to put on there, and now he goes through this door. Okay, and it's almost like he's not scrolling anywhere. You see he's just pushing new tile maps, which I thought was pretty cool. So I actually like the way that he thought to do this a little bit better than our original way, and it'll also be a little bit less resource intensive. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so essentially we want to go to editor and go to init background, and we want to take off this ×6 here. Okay, and that's all we want to do. And if we take off that ×6, you see the image ends. Oh, we want to do it for the foreground too. All right. Or maybe, you know what? We might do it. All right, let's do it like ×2, but that's it. And then let's do it ×2 just to give us a little bit more room. And make this ×2. And this will give us ×2 of these. And then by the time we get over here, then we'll be pushing a new tile map. Okay? Cool. So now we can really get going on designing this level. And this is going to be really, 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 really exciting. So you will never get it to like this because his tiles are not cut perfectly. I actually left a message on here asking if he could please redo it to fix those minor issues, but they're not perfect. And if you look at this guy's demo, like there's parts of this where it's not perfect. He's like, you see this, he had to almost put a black rectangle here. You can see it to kind of hide some of the imperfections. And that's just to be expected with this because these aren't perfect, but it's okay. Don't be too much of a perfectionist. It'll look all right, especially once everything's decorated. You have the animations. People will probably not even pay attention to that stuff. But cool. So I still want to kind of copy the style here for this. So let's just try our best to kind of go from here. Okay, so let's see let's see. So let's so at the top here, okay, we have one of those. I think. Let's see. Let's look at the image here. No, he doesn't even start with that. He starts with black. All right, so it goes from black. Okay, and you want all this to be a wall. So make sure that you're on tile type 1. All right. And just click it a few times just to make sure you got it because of the all right. Okay, I'm sure that's about enough. And he starts off with like one of these. Okay. Oh, got to click it a couple times because of the input time. And you can mess with that input time if you find that. Oops, that's not supposed to be. You've got to pick one of these. You find it's kind of annoying, the input time. Oops, come on. Okay, cool. So that's like what he's got kind of right there, something kind of similar to that. All right, then he has like a little bit of a gap here. So like that. Okay, looks like it comes down to. Come on. Look at all this stuff. I don't know where that came from. That must have been just extra information from the tile map. Okay. So you can see we got all that. Okay. Now it looks like it's going like this. Looks like he kind of does it a little up here just to give it some just to give it some dynamic. And just from copying the examples like this, you'll learn a lot as far as how to design these things to make them look good and dynamic and stuff. It's kind of like music. You have to kind of do a bunch of copying until you figure out what works. Okay. Let's see. Okay. It's pretty cool. Kind of similar. I feel like this comes down a little bit more. But also it could be from just the perspective of the bottom here. Okay. Okay. All right, so this is where things are going to get a little hairy. Let's see, all right, we have to use one of these. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Now you see you'd want a nice transition, but I think that looks all right. That doesn't look awful. See, these corner blocks are kind of weird. All right, let me make sure that you try to keep everything on layer 0. Just so you can kind of remember your layers here. Everything so far has been on layer 0. So I'm gonna okay, so I'm gonna do all right. So I would so now we have a little corner. All right, and so I found that this is the best corner, and you just rotate it to get the best result. Now you see there's a little, it's gonna create a little line that's not perfect, okay, but it's as good as you're gonna get. And then just make sure you're back to normal rotation here. Okay, there's a little bit of information that's kind of preventing me from putting this here, so I got to put it on a, because of the way that these are cut, so I got to put it on layered. All right, and that doesn't look awful. You see, it comes to a nice angle there. Now to cover that, you can make a really small. Yeah, you see, if you make these small ones, you can kind of paint a few. Just grab some black here and see if you can just like. All right, maybe 2. Nah. All right, so maybe make it a little bit bigger like this. All right, I'm just deleting this to make sure that. So I'm going to try to paint over this a little bit. Maybe. See if it's even possible. Okay, so I find, all right, so that's the best thing to do. That's the best thing to do, really. All right, so just like, I'm just trying to erase all these little ones that I might have had. All right, so the best way to hide this crappy line here is, the best way to hide this crappy line is to just blow it up to something like this and just cut it off. You're going to get a little cut in the graphic right there, but it's better than that line. So anyway, that's what you're going to have to deal with because these tiles are, like I said, not perfect. And then just make sure you're back to normal again. And also make sure that you're on layer 0 for the majority of this. You want to keep the majority on this on layer 0. Okay. Right. Okay, then it's like this. Okay, maybe like that much. Okay, and then we have another corner here, like this. So we're gonna put that like that, and then you're gonna need one of those. Beautiful, and that doesn't look too awful, all right? So you can probably just keep that like that. And then we're back to these normal ones, thank gosh. So it's really just when you have to use these little corners that it kind of sucks. I'm just gonna put that right there. Okay. Cool. And then like that. Okay. Right, we'll kind of, and then just rotate this bad boy the way, however you need it. Just like that. And then you rotate it, make sure you put it back. All right, again, because there's a little information, I'm gonna put this one on layer 1. And just, yeah, make sure that you go immediately back to layer 0 there. Okay. Cool. So that's pretty much like, it's pretty much what this looks like, kinda. Um, maybe that pretty much looks like a completed level. Just keep going a little bit though, I guess. Oops. Actually, it's not rotated, right? No, yeah. So we want to get okay, so we're gonna need I think we're gonna need a crappy corner for this, so you can really just rotate that good one. All right, gotta have to put this on a layer 1. Anytime you deal with one of those crappy rotation ones, you're gonna have to do that. Oh, I'm sorry. Make sure that you immediately put it back to 0. Okay. Okay, cool. And we got a little bit more to go. We got a little bit more to go. All right, so here we might want to maybe do some ledges to jump to. All right, so how about we build like a that's going to be kind of cool. Oops. Okay, so you might have to. Oh no, you can use this. And I think I'll extend that out a little bit more. Let's just see how we're doing here. See, we're building our little tube platform kind of thing. Cool. Grab some of these. All right, you see those are got some crappy corners around there, right? So I have to figure out how to hide those lines, but for the most part, it's looking good. I'm going to extend that part a little bit more, so don't worry about that. Okay, we got a few places up there to patch up. Okay, pretty cool, huh? Pretty freaking sweet. All right, so I'm going to leave a little gap there, so okay, now have to I'll have to put this on layer 1. Okay, I'll bring it back to layer 0. Okay. Look at that, huh? Cool. Okay. Almost done. Just want to fill up this area and we should be good. All right, so we got 2. I think I can do that. And I can make the water dangerous too. Nope. All right, and I think this is pretty good. Come on. Okay, there we go. And this will be the door to exit the level. Okay, I'm going to extend this a little bit. Maybe to right. Oh, no. Oh, I guess right there. Right there. And then we'll need one of those. And then I might just move this. Oh, I think it's fine. It's fine. And then okay, just like that. Beautiful. And that looks good to me. And then like that. And then we'll just fill up this black area there. Awesome. Fill up this black area here. And you see that with these tools that we've developed, you can build these really detailed levels and really, express ourselves creatively. And there you go. There's our little tile map. That's pretty amazing, huh? So at this point, I would hit escape. And look, it loads perfectly. Wow, that's pretty fast too, huh? So now it's all saved. All right, so now the next step is just to clean up this stuff. So, okay, so put this on layer 1. And you need to make it, press O to make it a little bit smaller like that. I think that's how we do it. Or no. We make it the normal size, press this. Okay. Oops, you got to make it T for tile map. Yeah, you see, that's where that guy was getting some of these. All right, let's try to make it, let's just see. Yeah, there we go, look at that. And I'm able to hide them like that. It looks better than seeing those lines. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so you're gonna have to do that. Make it. Now this one is not gonna work. So I'm just deleting by holding the right click. Make it a little bit. Yeah, so you're gonna have to come to a corner like that. I mean, what can I say? There you go. Kind of a little sharp corner there, but it's all right. Let's try to bring this down, see if we can grab them smaller. Nah, it's not gonna work. Let's do a big one. All right, there you go. And you're just hiding those lines. It's the best we can do. All right, I don't see any more lines. All right, so I'm gonna press escape. All right, cool. And it's good. All right, now if you really want to see what it looks like now, you go back to tile map, and we're just gonna hide the color coding. So everything's still, labeled a wall, but now the color coding is gonna be gone. All right, so look at that. Pretty cool, huh? You see, we got a few edges, but it looks pretty good. I mean, it looks amazing. It's fantastic. Cool, so we got our little level. We got our little level going. Hell yeah. All right, so this will be the first level, and at a later stage, we will make a second level. And then essentially you get to this point, there's a door. And then once you intersect with the door, it will throw all this away and then put up the new tile map. All right, that looks freaking awesome. Hell yeah. All right, hit escape again, go back, bam, look at that. It's all nice and saved. Isn't that amazing? Wow. That's so cool. Okay, Great. I'm going to call this a video. In the next video, I think we're going to make the pause menu, and then we will actually be into the game state. I think we have enough built. Now, we have some animations and stuff here that we can do. So, for example, so we'll have different entity classes that handle the animations, and these could be we could have like an entity class for like environmental animations. Like here's a waterfall and stuff, and we'll just place those individually as needed in the level, because there's usually not a lot of those. Like really, you need the tile map for making the intricate level, but unfortunately, our tile map does not support animation per sprite. But that's okay. That's okay. There's ways that we can get around that. Are these rabbits or sheep? All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and commit this. I don't think we didn't really commit. We didn't really do much. So we just all right. So completed level 1 tile map. So tilemap.cpp. In the tile portion, okay. All right, so we just commented out and okay, that's all we did. And then an editor. And 2. Okay. All right, and that's it. All right, we'll just run it one last time just to be extra safe. Cool. That's looking freaking awesome, man. Oh my God. All right, we got the tile map. Look at that. That's amazing, huh? That's amazing. Look at that. Starting to look like a real game now. So cool. All right. Excellent. So I'll see you in the next video, all right? Bye-bye.